Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. This week we are making another blanket. Okay, if you've been here for a minute, you know this is like my third blanket. If you count finishing the temperature blanket in January, this is the third blanket this year. What? Long story short, I just finished my second year of community college. Hi Cooper. This is Cooper. He's gonna be here. I just finished my second year of community college, and I realized very quickly last year that during some of my lectures, being very tired and listening to a professor speak, no matter how interesting the subject, for an hour was gonna put me to sleep. And I felt really bad, and it was kind of embarrassing because it's like falling asleep in class as an adult is kind of crazy. And also, like, we're paying for these classes. The professors are there to, like, teach the subjects they care about. Like, I didn't want to be that person falling asleep in class. And also, it's important for me to learn things. So, I had to think of a way to stay awake during lecture. And the thing that I found was best for me was keeping my hands busy was enough to, like, keep my eyes open, literally. The next thing was, okay, well, what do I crochet that is not too invasive to the lecture? Like, I could whip out like a clothing pattern, I could whip out a stuffy, but there's just kind of like too much supplies, too much instruction usually, that it's like, then it's no longer, it's like invasive to the lecture. So I needed something very like low-key, I could do almost without looking, just like in my lap in class. And I decided that the easiest thing for me was granny squares. So I kind of started it without like knowing what I was going to do with these granny squares. And then the first one I stopped where it was no longer like easily portable. My squares now, I don't have them neat anymore. And I honestly don't remember which one is the first one I made. But when I was making the first one, I got to this kind of point at the end of the day and I was like, much bigger than this, and it no longer is like easily contained on my lap. So I decided this was the 19th row and of the color, and then I was like, okay, well, how can I make these cohesive if I want to do something with them? And I found that I had a lot left over of a old Karen 1-pound ball of yarn in this green color. So they all are made out of, this is another important thing. I also wanted to go through a lot of my scrap yarns that I had accumulated over the years. The squares, for the most part, are made all out of scrap weight for acrylic yarns, just because I had amassed so much of that type of yarn that I could complete this project, basically. And then they all have one row of green Karen, I don't know what it's called, if it's just Karen 1-pound, but that's what they're all out of. They're 20 rows of granny stitch with a 4mm hook. That's all these are, and I've got a bunch of them and a few squares in. I don't remember how many. I decided that I was just gonna make them for all of my 2 years at community college, and then at the end of the 2 years I would make a blanket out of them. So that's what we're doing today. So excuse me, dude. Once I had decided that I was going to make a blanket, I had to toss around like the ideas of how I was going to join all these squares together. Dude. What I've always done with granny square projects is either single crochet or like slip stitch them together or sew them together. And I didn't want to do that just because it's a lot of work and like I just didn't want to. Sorry. But then I have been seeing in the past few months people crocheting granny squares together where like sorry about him, he's not usually in here bothering me, but I've seen this, how people crochet like connecting as they go. So that's kind of what I want to do for this one. I need to find a second yarn to connect them all because I don't have enough of this dark green. I think I have like a lime green I could use. But that's actually not what we're starting with. We're starting with steam blocking the squares because even though it's the same type of yarn, the same hook, the same amount of rows, there's been some serious been some serious size discrepancies because of like my tension. Some of these are like wait for, you know how all they're all they can be very different depending on who's making the yarn. So I'm steam blocking just so they're all a more uniform size, and then I'm going to watch a video on how to crochet granny squares together. Hope it's not too hard, and start doing that. And side note, because these are all with acrylic, I'm just steam blocking them, and they're like air drying, like just in the time I've been talking. These first two are basically dry, so I've got 14 more to go. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I will be back when they're all steamed and I'm starting to put them together. New room angle unlocked, guys. Don't mind my naked mattress. I've been doing laundry for like 4 fucking days or something. See, I was blocking squares. That's the clips you saw. Can someone tell me if it even makes a difference? Because turning the fan on and off is, oh my god. Also, that little noise is me taking the pins out of here. Can someone tell me if the fan noise is even a big deal, because it's kind of not a big deal like to turn it off, but I just don't like doing it. Also, once again, for the millionth time, I'm gonna have to forgive what's going on with the bangs. I don't even want to explain anymore. They're just going through their own thing right now. Anyways, last weekend this video did not go up because I don't know, I was like kind of busy and kind of just like recovering from the semester. Like I didn't do a whole lot of anything last week. It is now Wednesday night, and I've been also working a lot, and not even working like fun working crocheting. I've been clocking in at my job. That's exciting. That's not exciting. That's just been taking up a lot of my time and, quite frankly, a lot of my energy. So I'm trying to kind of get a grip on life this week, just because I don't want to go another week without posting a video, but I also don't want to go another week without crocheting too much, blah, blah, blah. So I really just want to get this blanket done with, because I have a ton of whips, but I kind of feel like I can't work on them in good conscience until this blanket is done, because it's so, like, close to being done, you know? So I'm just going to focus on that first. So the plan for tonight is obviously take these squares off the blocking mats. They've been here for like a day and a half, 2 days. I don't really remember any. This is kind of the update I have. I'm going to finish taking these off the mat, and then I'm going to go watch a tutorial on how to crochet together granny squares. And hopefully I will come back and tell you that it's super easy to do and not at all frustrating or hard, and that this night will go super smoothly. That'd be fun. So yeah, I will be back. To you, it's almost 3 in the morning. Don't mind my bathroom light over there, guys, please. Anyways, I want to show you, this was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I look literally crazy. This was way easier than I thought it was gonna be, and I didn't really want to stop, but whatever. This is also gonna be upside down, but we have like mostly connected, kind of dangling this last row. But I'll do it tomorrow. but I don't think I've actually, I mean, I showed the 3 rows, so I'm on the last row of connecting these squares. I've got literally, so this is like the last row. I've got this to connect these 2 sides, and then this whole last blue square. And then tonight when I get home, like, I'll finish the outside. I think I'm going to do a few more rows of the border because I have this much of the brown yarn left. It was a pretty big ball, but now it's getting a little empty. Not a whole lot left, but it is Thursday afternoon. I think I'll be able to finish tonight. I'm gonna stay up pretty late. I'm closing, so I won't get home till probably like 10:30. It's almost 2:30. So, you know, 7 hours, I'll be fine. But then when I get home, I really want to finish this and then go straight into editing this video, because for realsies, I want it up tomorrow. Hey guys, don't mind the angle. You're on my desk. I'm on my bed. I cannot be bothered. It is 2 in the morning. Hey, I did, you know, work till 10, like I said. Came home, ate a bowl of ramen, took a shower, all that fun stuff. And now we're here. As you just saw, I was working on the brown border, finishing that up. And yeah, I did just finish. We'll show it in a sec. I had this idea that I could do like a much thicker border, but out of the like huge ball of yarn, I thought it would go a lot further. This is what I have left. So it was enough to connect all the squares together with the brown. But that's about it. All it was good enough for. I am not attached enough to the idea of a thick border to go and find it. I don't want to like weave in another end. I don't want to do anything. I want this blanket to be done, because it is done and it looks fine with just the thin little 1 row connecting them all. I think it makes it cohesive. I mean, it was already kind of cohesive because they all had the green border and now they all have brown to connect them, and it works fine. So yeah, blanket is done. I will stand up right now and show y'all. But oh my god, I'm also so happy because I was like I was in a bit of a mental block because I knew I had to learn how to crochet them together continuously. Like, I didn't just know, I had to watch a video, but it was so easy. We'll be putting the video below because it was so easy. I was like, what? I was genuinely surprised because, I don't know, recently every time I try to learn something, it's not easy. This is going to be so horrible because it's so big. I don't know how we're going to see this, so I'm going to lower my camera. Hey, guys. Here is, oh my god, like the top half, I guess. And then I'm going to flip it over, actually. Yep. Hold on. And there's the bottom half. I guess it doesn't really matter because there's no actual order to the squares. A little bit of close-up of what the joins look like, I guess. Now, some words. I'm very happy. I love making blankets. This one is another huge one. I should probably make a smaller one after this. But I am very kind of sentimental about it because I've been out of school for like 2 weeks now. And, like, it's real. Like, my first 2 years of college are over. The blanket's over to prove it. So that's crazy. Don't worry. I will be transferring. I will be finishing a degree, guys. Don't you worry. But this is a very real, like, finishing chapter, I guess. And it's also very strange that I'm like sharing it with the internet. Sometimes the choices you make. Anyways, what was I gonna say? This was a horrible showing of it. I know it, like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so can't go outside in the natural lighting for a cool shot. If you want to see like better pictures slash video, I'll probably film a reel or two and like post them on my Instagram. You should go there and follow my Instagram, because like I said like I said in my last video, I now have more subscribers than Instagram followers, and I try not to like harp on numbers, but it's just kind of like silly to me. It's not silly, but like crazy, because I started posting on here for real in January, and I've had Instagram for like 2 years, over 2 years, mind you. So I'm just like, damn, why does that app literally hate me? So anyways, go to my Instagram, you know, follow on there, all that fun stuff. I'm also trying to get back into TikToks this summer, because I don't really miss it, but I just feel bad that I don't post on there anymore, you know? I also have the most followers on TikTok, but like, I don't post on there. It's really bad. I don't think I have anything else productive to say other than the blanket is done and I'm very happy about it, and you guys should all go like whatever I post on Instagram about it. If you liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, especially comment, because I love replying to y'all's comments. I'm going to try to be I was pretty consistent. I don't know, I didn't post last week because I had literally nothing to post, and we're gonna post this today because it's 2 in the morning, so later today this should be out. And honestly, I just am working a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, so school ended, and then I was like, hey guys, I technically have more availability because I don't have school, and now I'm working many more days a week than I was planning, so that's fun. Gonna be trying to crochet as much as possible this summer though, just because I love crocheting and I miss it so I miss having time to crochet a lot. But this was one of the things I was kind of like waiting to finish before I start working on other projects more, because I feel like this was kind of just weighing on me. So I'm happy this is done. I definitely don't need it because it's not cold, but whatever, I'll use it eventually. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed watching this, and let me know what you think. Until I see y'all next time, thank you so much for watching, and that's all. Bye.